apparent tumult in Palestine. Washington Post. Detroit. Until the morning after the 2016 presidential election, politics was not a particularly high priority for Sarah Schultz. "I called myself a Democrat, and that was pretty much the extent of my political involvement," Schultz recalled Saturday. "I woke up on November 9. I woke up physically, and I woke up politically." Within weeks, the 40-year-old mother of two co-founded a local group of liberal activists, Women of Michigan Action Network, Women, that now counts more than 1,300 members in the Midland area, where she lives. The day after the inauguration of the 45th President of the United States, Schultz joined tens of thousands on the National Mall in Washington to put President Donald Trump on notice that his presidency would be facing a wall of resistance. Now she's trying to figure out what's next. Getting political. Friends are urging Schultz to run for office. But what office? And how? "I don't know the nuts and bolts of it," said Schultz, who works in human resources for a nonprofit. Charting a future for themselves and for the forces of opposition that have been unleashed in the Trump era is what drew Schultz and more than 4,000 other women from across the nation to Detroit's Cobo Convention Center over the weekend. "This level of engagement I've never seen before. It's as true in rural Michigan as it is in downtown Detroit," said former state Senate Minority Leader Gretchen Whitmer, an attendee who is running for governor in 2017. "This is about training and organizing and building our bench of candidates and also campaign operatives as we look to next year's midterms. That will be the test," Whitmer added. The three-day convention was put together by the organizers of January's post-inauguration Women's March, which is believed to have been among the largest single-day political demonstration in U.S. history, with protests at hundreds of cities and towns around the nation. "We cannot afford to be shut down or shut up by any man, particularly not one as indecent and deplorable as Donald Trump," declared keynote speaker Representative Maxine Waters, DeKalb. Waters closed her speech by leading the women in a chant, "Impeach 45." But it was about more than Trump. "I want to push back against the values he represents, but also fight for progressive values that I believe in," said Lebanese-American Faraz Saad, 34, who is running for an open congressional seat in the Detroit area. If elected, she would be the first Muslim woman to serve in Congress. Future is female. The gathering was plagued by early organizational problems, including a backlash against a decision to showcase a male politician, Senator Bernie Sanders, IVT, with a prominent speaking role. Sanders backed out amid the complaints. That misstep, however, did not appear to dampen the enthusiasm of the thousands who showed up, some wearing the pink knit pussy hats that became the symbol of the January March. Their t-shirts brandished slogans declaring the future is female and that they were reclaiming our time, a liberal meme that also served as the convention's slogan. "It just all fell into place. It just felt inspiring," said Linda Sarcer, one of the main organizers of both the march and convention. "People are extraordinarily motivated and feeling hopeful, and that's exactly what the point of the convention was." They were a diverse group, women of nearly every age and ethnicity. There was programming for children and a pumping pod for breastfeeders. Men's bathrooms in the convention center were changed to gender-neutral ones for the weekend. Stoking their fervor was the recent wave of revelations of sexual harassment by powerful men, including producer Harvey Weinstein and political pundit Mark Halperin. "I have been silenced for 20 years. I have been slut-shamed, I have been harassed, I have been maligned, and you know what? I am just like you," said actress Rose McGowan, who has accused Weinstein of raping her. "What happened to me behind the scenes happens to all of us in this society. It cannot stand and will not stand." Identity issues were a theme of many of the convention events, which included a workshop titled "Confronting White Womanhood" for white women committed to being part of an intersectional feminist movement to unpack the ways white women uphold and benefit from white supremacy. Other sessions looked at the practical challenges of turning the raw feelings left over from the 2016 election into lasting political power. Among them, how to organize a protest rally in less than 24 hours.